Hey everybody, this is Mr. Gunhead, and this video is kind of a response on a rebuttal to some videos that I've been seeing on YouTube about modifications done to the Sharp Shot. Now, I'm not going to drop any names about who I've been watching, but one YouTuber claims that they were getting 50-foot ranges out of a Sharp Shot by removing the ARs and doing a nickel mod on the stock spring. And I've been modding these guns for the past 3 weeks, basically really just trying to see how far it can go without having to completely, cut the gun up in order to get it to fire a better range. And I've got some bad news. The nickel mod is garbage. That's all there is to say about it. I've tested them in every form using a bunch of different mods to see exactly what kind of ranges that you can get out of the gun, and I'll read you what my findings were. The stock gun will shoot 20 feet at best. In this collection of 3 guns, the yellow gun is a stock gun. It's brand new, no mods, nothing done to it. 20 feet is the best that I was able to get it to fire, and that's a flat shot. That means the gun is up about shoulder height, flat across, just a flat shot. No angled shots, no, nothing of that. So stock, it was hitting about 25 feet. Then I removed the ARs and I did the nickel mod with the stock spring. The range went up a little bit. They started hitting between 20 and 25 feet. That's a far cry from 50. That's halfway there. So to me, automatically that mod is nonsense. If someone else out there is hitting that kind of range with the stock spring, hey, send me a comment and let me know, because you must have a fabulous gun, because I tried it with 3 of them and it doesn't work. The next one that I did was the AR removed and 2 stock springs with the stock barrel, and ranges were 25 to 30 feet. Pretty consistent grouping right in there. I don't just shoot 4 darts, I normally shoot like 6 or 8. After that, I tried the AR removal stock barrel with a Maverick spring. Ranges got better. Ranges went up to 30 to 35 feet. Next mod was the AR removed Maverick spring, and then I switched to a brass barrel. Now, that's when it made a really good jump. It jumped up between 40 and 43 feet, and that was consistent. It was consistently dropping the darts between 40 and 43 feet. So I thought that was really, really nice. It was really consistent. It hits like a hammer, though. I mean, it's just kind of scary how hard it hits with that Maverick spring and that brass barrel. The next mod I tried was removing the ARs using a Firefly spring on the stock barrel. Ranges were 40 to 45 feet. A little bit inconsistent, but still a little bit better than the brass barrel. Well, almost better than the brass barrel, because when I put the Firefly spring in one of the Sharp Shots that had the AR removed and the brass barrel, my range is consistently 40 to 45 feet to 50 feet, right in there. So in my testing, the best you're going to get using a Firefly spring, which is a spring that actually fits inside the gun. I know you're going to say use a Night Finder. Night Finder spring doesn't fit in there because you can't. It completely compresses before the catch engages. So you'd have to actually modify the back of the gun to use a Night Finder spring. As I was saying before, I was trying to mod these in a way so that you didn't have to cut up the gun in order to get it to fire any farther. I mean, if that was the case, just get a night finder. But anyway, so AR removed, Firefly spring, brass barrel, 45 to 50 feet. That's what I came up with. I think those are pretty good ranges for this gun. But I mean, I just don't understand, I mean, how you can say you get 50 feet out of this gun with just removing the ARs, the stock spring, and a couple of nickels thrown in the back. In my opinion, save your money. Don't put any nickels in the back of there. It's just ridiculous. If you want a decent gun that's going to shoot near 40 feet, take out the ARs, throw a Maverick spring in there, you're done. If you want to go a little bit heavier, do the brass barrel mod and throw a Firefly spring in there if you've got one. Or if you want to get crazy and try and cram a night finder spring in there, you're going to have to modify the back of this somehow so that you can use because the Firefly is, you know, kind of flipped. It's got the pull on it. So you have to modify the back of it. Is it doable? Of course, anything is doable in Nerf, but I guess I'm just kind of, you know, because I've seen the video and nobody's said anything. So either people have tried it and said that it doesn't, and know that it doesn't work, but they haven't commented on it. And you're kind of doing the nerfing community a disservice by not commenting on it, because people will try this, it won't work, they'll be disappointed, and then, you know, nobody gets anywhere. It's all about getting the information out there so people know what mods work and what don't. And these are the numbers that I've come up with the different types of mods. Feel free to send me a message and ask me any questions more in depth about what I did and what mods got me what ranges. I have them written down. I'm going to keep these ranges written down. I'm not going to do any more work to these guns. I'm done modding them. The brass barrels is about as far as I'm going to take it. My black one does not have a brass barrel. I'll probably switch that one over to a brass barrel in the future. I may not. You know, the ranges are real similar, so I may not even bother putting a brass barrel in there. But anyway, that's really all I wanted to get off my chest. And just, you know, if you're going to do ranges and you're going to say that a gun is shooting this distance with your mods, then they should be based on fact and not just a guess. You know, get out there with a tape measure and measure it. That's it. Talk to you later.